be showing everyone how to make dinner rolls. I'll write the ingredients in the description below. So what you're gonna add is mix all the dry ingredients together. So I've added my dry yeast, I've put in my salt, and then in goes the sugar. So you make sure you mix all your dry ingredients well, and then we'll get to the wet ingredients. After mixing all your dry ingredients together and making sure that they're well mixed, you create a nice ball in the center, and we have here melted margarine. As I mentioned, I'll leave all the measurements in the description below. So make sure that when you add the wet ingredients, you add them gradually. So I've added my melted margarine. You've got lukewarm milk. In goes my 3 cups of lukewarm water. Make sure you knead the mixture until it's not sticky and it really stretches, so you know how your bread mixture is well done. It's the same concept really here. You just mix everything until it's well done. Okay, so after kneading your bread, and make sure that it's well kneaded, knead it until your dough is not sticky, and then you leave it to raise for at least 30 minutes, and this is how your dough will be looking after it's raised. So now I've also prepared 2 trays that I'll be putting in the oven. So I'm just gonna show you a quick method of how I make the buns. So you just take just a manageable size and roll it. You just want to make sure that your roll sizes are more or less the same size. I know they won't be precisely the same, but if you could just try to make sure that they're the same size. I already have my greased tin. In fact, I have 2 because I know that with the amount of dough that I have, I'm gonna need more than 1 baking tray. Okay, let's put that to the side. Just gonna have that very easier to just take my big knife there and just try to make, you know, sizable or more or less the same size of blocks that I'll, you know, now roll into. I'll roll the dough into my nice little rolls there to go into the baking tin. Got your trays ready. I've managed to get 2 ready to go. So this part right here is the part that used to confuse me a lot when I first learned this recipe, and it seems to be the part that confuses a lot of people when I try to explain this steaming part, because you're going to steam the rolled dough before you put it in the oven, and it's at exactly this point that you're going to preheat your oven to 180 degrees while you let the dough to steam for 20 minutes. You have your boiling water, which you'll pour into 2 same-sized bowls. Then we're going to make sure that we balance our dish. So you generally just don't get this right from the get-go. You see how I've done this is I've put it in such a way that the boiling water, the steam also still comes from the sides. So I've left a little bit of space so that the bowls with water are able to emit a bit of steam so that it comes on top. And it's at this point that you get any large plastic you have. Make sure that it's clean, that it's washed, and that the ink part stays on the outside, because you can use a refuse bag, you can use clean wrap, any large plastic that will be able to just cover the whole thing up and make sure that the steam is also going to, you know, rise to the top of the dough. I think that there is a cooking term for this process. It's not steaming, it starts with a B. If you know it, drop it in the comments below so that you scold the rest of us who don't know what it is. So obviously I still have a bit of my other side of the plastic there, but I'm making sure that the ink part, just to be on the safe side, does not touch the dough. It's only the clear side that's touching the dough part. I'm going to cover everything nicely for 20 minutes. So I'll do the same with this particular tray, and I'll show you after 20 minutes how it's come out. And at this point, remember, I'm going to preheat my oven to 180 degrees. So our 20 minutes is over. So as you can see, the dough has, you know, risen again. They're nice and round and full, more fuller than when we initially put them because of the steaming. So from this point, we'll just, you know, take them to the oven. The only thing that, you know, I won't be able to help with at this moment is how long you bake this for, but I'm sure you can get more information online as to how long you bake them. I usually just eyeball them, and as soon as they're golden brown, I know that they are ready and good to go. But before I put this in the oven, I'm going to beat an egg and then brush the tops of the buns with a beaten egg. But another idea that I like to do, I realized that if I just, you know, glaze them with an egg that hasn't been, you know, flavored with vanilla essence, they tend to smell a bit eggy. So that egg that I beat, I'll just pour a drop of vanilla essence, and then I'll brush my buns just before they go into the oven. That's my egg there. And only because I can't stand that eggy smell, I put just a tiny drop of vanilla essence. And then I'm gonna beat this egg up.
Mommy, what to do?
I'm baking, baby. That's what I'm doing. You wanna see?
Eggs!
It's an egg, yes. Say hello.
Hello,
So if you don't have a glazing brush, which generally most of us don't worry about it. Just brush them how you can. You can take a spoon, whatever it is you have, just brush them lightly on top.